top clips. I know a lot is going on right now. The official Dawn Treader Royal premiere was yesterday, and I'm running a bit behind in these videos, but I'm still gonna do the clips. I'm not gonna do the TV spots or the behind the scenes features. TV spots, just because well, there isn't that much new footage in them, and there's nothing really important to talk about. And the behind the scenes footage I haven't seen, because I'm sort of going, well, I'm not spoiler free, but I don't want to see everything. Like right now with the clips, I think about 10 clips came out, and I've only seen 3 of them, because all the others were like these major scenes. Like they actually gave away a clip from the end of the world, which is like, whoa, I don't want to see that. I mean, that would completely destroy the emotion. You know, you have to see this emotional clip at the end of the entire movie, else it won't work as well as it would in the, you know, in the original film. So that's the reason why I chose not to watch a lot of these clips. But the 3 clips I have watched are the transition to Narnia, the whole clip with Reepicheep and Lucy talking about belief and Aslan's country, and this scene with Gale and Lucy. God, I can't get used to calling her Gale. I keep thinking of her as the MLG, but hell, the clip of Gale and Lucy talking when they're going to sleep, and yeah, and so that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. First of all, transition to Narnia. Love this clip. I mean, surely you can see it's heavily edited. First of all, because, well, it's noticeable. Sometimes there is this certain moment when we see Edmund and Lucy standing there watching to the painting while Eustace comes in. Then we cut back to Eustace, and when we cut back to Edmund and Lucy, suddenly they have switched places. So I mean, it's pretty clear that they have that this scene is pretty heavily edited. Also, we have seen a lot of other material in this other version of the same clip. We've seen about 5 or 6 months ago at the end of August. That's not 5 or 6, that's 4 or 5 months ago. Doesn't matter. And yeah, I think it's a vast improvement, because this time it actually, to me, the previous one was at the time encouraging, because I was really down and I wasn't expecting anything good from this movie after the first trailer. So it was encouraging at the time, but I've compared the 2 now, and seriously, this one is way better, and it actually works as a scene. Also, this has the music that will be in the film, and God, I love the music. It's really, it has this great speed, and yeah, it just works right, and I'm very excited to seeing the full length scene in cinemas. But to me, it really works, and Eustace, I mean, Will Poulter's performance is amazing. I haven't seen this great acting since, I don't know, I mean, he's amazing, especially for a child actor. I mean, that's not very common. We'll get something. Okay, doesn't matter. That's not very common for a child actor to be, I mean, that good. And it seems like he's actually nailing the part. So yeah, I'm very, 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 very happy about the scene. Also, we can now clearly see that Ben Barnes doesn't mistake Lucy for Susan, as was reported, but that seems not to be true, so that's great. Which, you know, I thought was terribly cheesy, and yeah, it's not true, so that's good news. Then the second clip is the one where Lucy and Reepicheep talk about Aslan's country and the whole idea of belief. And I must say I love this scene. I mean, it starts out with with Reepicheep singing his the song that was sung to him by a dryad, I think it was, who you know, who made this prophecy when he was born. What I do not like is the way they sort of make it sound, because I know it's supposed to be a song, but I can't imagine. You know, when I think of a prophecy, it's magical and, you know, a bit, you know, not scary, but it's awe-inspiring, and I can't believe this dryad just coming up to little Reepicheep lying in his cradle and just go, I feel something, a prophecy is coming to me. to find all that you seek. There is the other. I mean, that it doesn't work like that. I always imagined it to be a completely different tune. So that was a bit strange to hear it like that, but I'll get used to it. I mean, uh, it's just something I imagined completely differently. But the rest of the scene is amazing, I think. You know, just Reepicheep Cheap. He sounds great. I mean, I barely hear any difference between the Prince Caspian Reepicheep, who was voiced by Ezzy Izzard, and new Reepicheep. So yeah, I am very happy with it. Also, the animation is great. Yeah, I really love it. Also, the fact that they're including the song of Reepicheep, to me, Reepicheep's character in Voyage of the Dawntrad just portrays everything that's important in the book, and it's just for me really important that it's included. I mean, his character represents the themes of the Voyage of the Dawntrad, and it seems like they're nailing them. I mean, we have nothing if not belief. I mean, that's just, you know, that's just Reepicheep in the Voyage of the Dawntrad. That's his character. So yeah, I'm very happy that it's in there, and the scene seems great. What I do have a little problem with is, you know, the acting of Lucy. It's sort of, I don't know. It's good. I don't want to say it's bad, because it isn't bad. It's just, normally she's extremely good, and I think I'm used to her being extremely good, because now I think it's good, but somehow I feel like it's noticeable that she's actually talking to a ping pong ball on a stick. Yeah, I sort of feel like it's sort of clear that she's not really talking to Reepicheep. But maybe that's just also because it's a clip. I always have this with clips that I watch on the internet. It always seems a bit strange and a bit, yeah, odd, and it always seems like it doesn't really work well because it's pulled out of context. I had this with Prince Caspian clips. You know, it's always, you always sort of feel like you don't really know how it's going to work out in the actual film. So that's why, you know, it doesn't really work that well than it will do in the actual film. So maybe it will work. The acting will seem better compared to all the other, you know, in placed in context. So yeah, it's fine. But I'm very thrilled that the scene is in there, because thematically it's exactly what we need in this film. And up to the point where this clip was released, I sort of felt like they forgot the whole discovery and you know, belief in Aslan and Aslan's country theme. It seemed to be completely left out of the movie, and now this scene just nails it. So I'm extremely thrilled that it's in there, and I love the filmmakers for putting it in there. Then there is the Gale and Lucy scene, which to me is, yeah, you know, I don't know why, but it seems quite cheesy somehow. Yeah, I don't know. This is, of the three I saw, this is my least favorite scene. Not because of bad acting or something. The acting is fine here. Gale does a good job. And yeah, it seems good, but just the writing is a bit, you know, I miss my mommy, and you'll find her again, and lines like that. I think they've been overly used in films, and they're not really original. And yeah, I don't really feel that they are that good or fitting within this context. Maybe again it will change when I see the film. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's sort of like a mixed bag to me, because I personally, I think the journey Gale in the film will go through, it will actually be quite interesting, and maybe it's actually thematically a very good journey, you know, a journey of discovery and recovery of what she has lost, which could thematically contribute to the overall themes of the film, and so that's good, and so maybe this scene is actually quite good and important in the film. But hell, I think the writing just isn't, you know, as comfortable as it could be. You know, it's a bit cliche, it's a bit cheesy. Yeah, we'll see how it works out. But overall, not really a fan of this scene. Nothing against it, but yeah, it's nothing special. So I don't really get why they released this clip as a marketing footage. I mean, there's nothing appealing in it. There's just two people lying on the ground and talking a bit about something you can't really get, because you know, an ordinary person just sees a girl who says I miss my mommy, and the other one says I miss my mommy too. So it's sort of, you know, it's pulled out of context, and all the other clips, yeah, they work a bit on their own, but this one doesn't really do that. So I don't really get why they chose to use this clip for marketing material. But still, I'm curious to find out how it worked, how it will work in the film. So I think I'll be back tomorrow, because the first reviews are out, and I'm desperate to talk about them, but I don't have time right now. Again, I'm in the middle of my exams, so it's just every day I find like an hour to do, you know, a video and quickly edit it and put it together and post it on YouTube. That's all I have time for. So yeah, you'll have to wait for tomorrow to hear about the reviews. You can also go to NarniaWeb and read them for yourself. They're an interesting read, so I definitely recommend you doing that. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll just take a look at reviews and the scores it's been getting, and the responses of course of the Narnia fans themselves, because of course I'm a Narnia fan, and if the Narnia fans like them and the critics don't, well, of course I'm going to listen to the Narnia fans, because that means a Narnia fan will like it. I'm a Narnia fan, so I will like it probably. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with a new video.